You are an eco warrior. So where does this passion come from? Like, is this something that you've always had, or is it something that you fell into at a certain part of your time? And why is this important for you as well?
Yeah, great question. And it's actually a bit of both. I fell into it 6 years ago when I read an article by Sarah Wilson from I Quit Sugar. And she said that takeaway coffee cups weren't recyclable. And I remember reading the article and saying out loud, that's not true. They are recyclable. Of course, they're not. And I went down, what I call the big black hole of single-use plastic on the internet, and was astounded by the statistics, what we're using, what's not getting recycled, what can't be recycled, and just that convenience that we're in, where it's easier to use a plastic knife and fork and throw it away. And a lot of us not realizing that it's not going to get recycled, or it can't get recycled because of the type of plastic that it is. But that was 6 years ago. And I actually started posting on social media my changes. So I started making changes in the household, and I started posting on social media and was getting a lot of response, and people saying, oh, I didn't know that. And then people were making changes and tagging me and posting and sending to me. And that was making me really happy. So I always say that I started posting 6 years ago and just haven't stopped posting, and have just been learning myself along the way. But during that 6 years, early on, I realized that I've always been like this. So it kind of made sense. I was like, that's why I'm minimalistic. That's why I reuse everything. That's why, as a young girl, litter bugs drove me crazy. Like, I'm talking, 8, 9 years old. I just couldn't wrap my head around why people would litter and just leave things. And showing my age here, but like rolling down the window in the car and throwing things out the car, I couldn't comprehend it. So I've always been like that. And then had that moment, as I said, 6 years ago, where I learned about the coffee cups. And I'm the type of person that I can't unknow stuff and not do anything about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm interested in the coffee cup stuff because I was looking at your posts on socials, and there's one that you did recently around takeaway coffee cups, and it's around Australians throw away 2.7 million coffee cups a day. That's like just crazy amount. And in the shops now, you see these coffee cup bins where you can put your lid in one part and the base in the other part. So talk us through that, like, because I always thought it's cardboard. There's a bit of plastic. The plastic can get recycled, the cardboard can get recycled, but that's not the case. Can you talk us through about it? Help us understand that a bit more.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, great question. And the company pay and bring that the Simply Cup unit in, and people can put their coffee cups in there. So they can't be recycled because they do have a plastic lining inside of them. And generally, and we can talk about this as well, but in our curbside recycling, the council only takes a certain amount of things because they don't have the infrastructure to recycle other stuff. So they just take the things that they can do. And everything else, to be honest, is specialty recycling. If we want to recycle shoes, we need to find a place that can recycle the shoes. So it's on us to do that. And it's like with the coffee cups as well. And there are some coffee cup companies who are now making coffee cups that you can compost and recycle. But I would say, from what I can see, the majority of coffee cups that people are using still can't be recycled.
Yeah, wow. It's phenomenal because we have got a big coffee culture here in Australia. Can you just imagine if you were to project that across the world, what
Yeah,
that would actually look like and so forth?
totally. Well,
But
it's 2.7 million a day, as you say, which equates to like a billion a year just in Australia.